Hey, Planeswalkers, hope you're doing well and staying safe. Welcome, my friends. Today's episode of Top Deck, we are playing a #1 Gruul Werewolves deck. This one is by Hiroyaki Taniguchi. Congratulations on taking down the Big Magic Challenge with first place with this deck. So super excited because I know that Gruul Werewolves has been a big one in the meta. I want to knock a bunch of these out here to get us prepped for our lovely new Innistrad set Crimson Vow here soon. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Appreciate you tuning in. Flip me that like if you enjoyed today's video. If you have a question, if you have a comment, let me know down below. Love to hear from you as always. And on top of that, feel free to hop in the Discord server. That information is readily available to you in the description, along with this deck list and the timestamps, where I will break down strategy objectives list. We'll cover your boarding for best of 3. We'll go play competitive Magic here today. Best of 1 and best of 3, so pretty hot off in terms of the reset here for November. Last but not least, we'll do a little bit of an outtake on today's episode and talk about this deck in the meta, my friends. So very excited about this one. This has been one of the impact decks in terms of the meta here in the new Innistrad set and post rotation. So with that, let's go ahead and dive in. But first off, appreciate you tuning in again. Great ways to stay support the channel as always and stay connected, my friends. So all right, here's what we got going on. Gruul Werewolves. So the big concept here is obviously the werewolves piece right there, creature types. That's a big one. So here we got Tovlar, Dire Overlord. So this guy, whenever a wolf or werewolf we control deals damage to a player, we get to draw a card, so we get that card advantage at the beginning of our upkeep. If we control 3 or more wolves or werewolves, it becomes night, then transform any number of human werewolves we control. Now, whenever a wolf or werewolf control deals combat, we still continue to draw. And on the flip side, and on top of that, target wolf or werewolf we control gets X+0 and gains trample land a turn. So a great way to finish out a match. We have Reckless Stormseeker. This one's a big one too. At the beginning of combat our turn, target creature we control gets +1/+0, gains haste. Then when it's flipped, +2/+0. This allows tons and tons of pressure as you move things on the board. Here in the 1-drop slot, we get Pump, we get board removal, we still have Ranger's Class, we got Werewolf Pack Leader still. Kessig Naturalist is a new one here as well. So what this one's doing is whenever it attacks, we get to add more mana. At the end of turn, we don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Other werewolves we control when this is flipped gets +1/+1. And then at the top end here, we got our good old Zekas, Goldspan, and then Ren and 7. So really kind of a mid-range deck in terms of what we see here. Lots of pressure that we can apply at that 2-drop slot and up. And then in particular, a lot of stuff that's going to do stuff there as well. So I'm very excited about that. In terms of best of 1, it is really a Gruul deck. When we pivot to best of 3, we can go wet Gruul or Teamer in that sense. So that's a good segue for us. But again, that strategy objective of this list is more of that mid-range style play here. Now, for our best of 3 lineup, we're going to break down 3 ways: aggro, mid-range, and late game. So in particular to aggro right now, obviously we got our favorite mono white. We also got mono green Stompy, which kind of bridges both. Gruul Werewolves, again, can be aggro-y depending, but again, like I said, more of that mid-range battle. Also in this space, we might run into Boros aggro too, so not so much right now, but certainly a deck that is out there still. So and a host of other things like zombies and those things. So with that, what do we board in against other aggro deck lists? Well, for one, certainly we can go with more 2-drops if we need it on the creature side. The other thing that works really, really well here is going to be Burning Hands. Burning Hands rips things off the board. Cinderclasm also rips things off the board. And Thundering Rebuke rips things off the board. So these are really going to be the big ones that you can move in terms of that. You could always pop in a Toski if you need other draw. But again, we do have that guy as well. So this one's about if they've got a bunch of board wiping stuff, then you're going to want Toski in there. Next, we're going to move into the mid-range. So again, mid-range features this lovely deck. You may also run into John Dragons, potentially Izzet Dragons in the space as well. Additionally, you might find a host of other things here too, like Selesnya mid-range, that's becoming very popular. Some of those human type decks and those things as well. Here, what you're going to look for again is if they start to run some control, you got Disdainful Stroke, also negate and test the talents if you need to, as they start to kind of get into some of the Epiphany stuff. We also have Outland Liberator here if you need to go under, or if they have other enchantments or artifacts that you might need to take off. That will be a little bit more important when you run into things like a Azor's Control or an Esper Control. So keep that in mind in terms of a good option for you. Again, the negates and tested talents and disdainful strokes there could be good ones for you. And if they're creature based, then we pivot to the burn spells. Last but not least, those control decks, we do have Azor's Control, Esper Control. We have our mono black control as well. In this space, you may run into dimmer control. So lots of things. And last but not least is it turns. Here on the late side, definitely Disdainful Stroke, definitely negate, test talents. And then I would also consider Ryan Toski and Inferno as well there. And I forgot to mention Broken Wings is great against any of the trains. So that is what we have in terms of the late game stuff. What I would do is I'd flip in the Disdainful Strokes, negates, test the talents, flip out the rebukes. Those kinds of things should set you up well and nicely there, my friends. So that is the strategy objective of today's list here. The number one, Gruul Werewolves, coming out of the big Magic tournament. And then now we will go play that competitive Magic, my friends, with our mid-range deck. So let's go ahead and move forward. Looking forward to playing this, like I said. Let's see if we can get anything off that. There we go. 30. So standard ranks. Hop into our Gruul Werewolves here. A host of decks that we have been covering. And on top of that, recovering from our little one. All right, let's move up here, and we are off and good to go, my friends. All right, we can keep this. It's March 874. So no reason to play blue here, because we don't have that for our sideboard. So we'll do this. We'll pop this in. Now, next turn, we can already do a ton. We can get to our 4-drop. They also have a friend. That was a misplay. That cost them. Oh man, we will take that today as our start. So we essentially had a mirror match there with another werewolves deck. We will absolutely take that. All right. On to our next best of one. Asturian. So it really kicked off well. And we got to see that there, and we can see it here too. So again, we got 2 green, so we can keep that. We can play that. lands. Buzzing, buzz, buzz, buzz. This will play the red. So we'll want to play this. All right. So next turn, we can attack with Kessig if we would like. Ooh. We can also go with this guy. What they do is not going to drain, so we can actually go to Ren if we want to. So the only problem with that is that it's not as strong right now. Can't hit either of those. So that's big for us. That is real big for us. Do this first.
Every seed contains great potential.
So we can play both these next turn. Now we can still block the flyer with Jespera. So a lot of times people forget that. And we can also pop that. Go up one. We want. They would lose a lot if we did that.
We can foster much growth here.
Wanted to get my drawn. It's gonna cost them a lot. That's why I want to put the pressure on them. bit left. Not enough for the dragon yet. Now, if they attack with their flyer, we'll pop another one. Did not do that.
Trees can fight their own battles.
They can lose Resplendent if they want. Go. We can pump our Ranger class. We're sitting in a good spot. We have reach with our 5/5. There we go. Boom. Oh, twice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Don't forget, ways to support the channel with swag and those kinds of things. Third and final best of one. Gonna hit this here. There. Beating up the old computer. Alright, Sinister one is. Can we keep this? We cannot. No green. This we can keep. Double Ranger class is good. Double green hurts us. Got good draw though. Let's do that. We will block. So this is Boros. There we go. Here's the Boros. Take all of it. To the face, too, they can do. Ooh. All they gotta do is load up Fireblade Charger. That guy. Not really. 8. Seven. 4. 7, 9. Ooh. Two, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, these guys are really like to spam it right now. It's a good thing I'm on camera. Good thing I'm on camera. We'll make them play though. See, what they could have done is they could have put the 2 on the Fireblade and did the damage to the face. We could rope them, but we're gonna be nice. Bam! Alright, so not bad for best of 1. We went 2 and 1, so we'll take it. On to our best of 3 lineup. So nice, consistent deck. Applies a lot of pressure, strong, like we said, in that mid-range space. Not bad. Traditional standard rank. There's the Is It Turns one. Gruul Werewolves it is. Let's go for it. Guy Fury Ball. We will play first. We can keep this. Ah, I should play that first. That was a mistake. We do want to get that guy in. Gonna get sniped. So that doesn't help us. Sultai. Sultai it is. Now we could burn them. Be the better thing to do here. Add a green. Let's get this guy on first. So we get the draw. So all my stuff's gonna be real strong now. And we can give trample. Damn. Not bad. Not bad at all. So we did not see a ton out of this deck. We do have Burning Hands we could flip in. Instead. Try that. We'll stick to what we have. Nice. Right, Guy Fury Ball. We can keep. Lots of ranger class. We'll try it. Oof. That hurts. We'll try it again. They got a counter. There we go.
The will of the woods is made manifest.
Wait.
Failure burns within us.
There we go. Now that will wipe both the cats here. Game 2. There's the turn. Enough. X. Oof. How are we gonna get through here? That is interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough. We have to do this. I'll play this for 3.
Synergies from root to canopy. The trees are mighty. We must regenerate.
Bummer. Super, super bummer. I'm gonna have to flip in my counters now here. Super big bummer. Alright. Six is so good though. Got a 1. Keep our 1 flyer. Less on him. I like him. Go 1 less on him. There we go. Alright. Keep this. see here. So even if I play that, turn 1, turn 2, I'm not going to hit anything. We'll play that first. Ooh, now we can play that though. Should have played blue there probably. It's alright. We'll make it work. There we go. Okay, blue. Let's see if we can play through. Find out. Good. Wait. Right. Are we gonna get through here? I don't know. We'll see. Anything big we can get around with Disdainful Stroke. Ooh. Boom. There we go. Yes. Yes. Oh, that felt so good. So good. Super fun there. Super fun with werewolves. Oh, so much fun. Alright, Planeswalkers, let's go ahead and take a look. Again, this was the #1 deck coming out of the Big Magic tournament. Again, by our friend Kurioki Taniguchi. So I probably butchered that. Apologies. But super, super awesome here. I hope you enjoyed today's list. Overall, in best of 1, we did go 2-1. In best of 3, we took it down, going 2-1 as well. Very, very nice here. So where's this sit in the meta? Well, for one, I like how it pivots against the late game stuff. Does well against the early game. It's a nice, crisp mid-range deck. Certainly kind of in that tier 2 spot. It has been one of the popular tier list decks here within the meta, or at least top 8 that we've seen for some time in both best 1 and best of 3. So super awesome. Really enjoyed this one. We'll see what changes we get here with Crimson Vow as well. So with that, Planeswalkers, flip me a like if you enjoyed today's video. If you have questions, if you have comments, please let me know. Would love to hear from you down below, or feel free to pop into the Discord server and come hang out with us as well. We'll get back some tournaments here. Great ways to support the channel, so thank you as always. Appreciate the YouTube members as well as the patrons. Great stuff for you there and other interactions for us. So Planeswalkers, last but not least, great way to stay connected because we have a lot of stuff coming out. More top decks, standard, historic. We will get back to historic. We have the new set coming out. A live stream hopefully here again soon. And a whole host of other things like Friday Night Meta to keep you on top of your game, and the tier list, my friends. So till next time, you stay safe. I hope you enjoyed the Werewolves deck as much as I did. You can find that deck list down below too. So Planeswalkers, until next time, Mythras out.